All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's about ready. It's about time to get into the next game. And we're going to go swiftly into round number 3. Should be good to go.
All right.
We got RBG versus Gravity already. Lemon Puppy scoring. I'm Axel Toss, and I'm going to be throwing it to our commentators. Once again, the delightful Curtis and Thunder. You guys are doing great. Take it away.
All right. Well, 1-0 lead. Early goal right away for RBG. They are in the orange on your guys' screen. It's going to be Lemon Puppy, Daru, and another Blaze. Believe it or not, Blaze underscore this time. And Hungry, Imminent, and looks like Rebel on the side of Gravity in the blue. And immediately Gravity tries for a touch on the other side that would have gotten them back even. And RBG is going to move it back and forth a little bit here, try to get themselves going in the offensive end to thwart away any return opportunity.
And to give some insight into the bracket leading up to where we kind of sit with this match, both teams in the previous round swept their opponents, RBG taking down Bad Karma Red and Gravity taking down Daddy's Darlings. So these teams up to this point are pretty unscathed and completely unscathed. Actually, Gravity swept their opening round match as well because they didn't have a bye. So these are two teams that have already shown themselves to be pretty skilled in the bracket. And even though RBG might seem like the favorite, this could end up being a pretty close series.
I wanted to mention, guys, real quick, after this match, we will go back to covering Zero Issue. Zero Issue with Kronovi. They've kind of cruised through the bracket. So after this match, this is round 3. After this match, we're going to go back to round 4. We're going to go to round 4, and we'll be covering Zero Issue and Kronovi once more.
Oh, that's a real good touch, as well as Lemon Puppy has to make a defensive play, as this will be into the offensive end. Gravity, again, continuing to pepper this RBG net, making things a little bit sweaty in the RBG defensive end. They're going to work into the offensive side here. For the moment, Blaze can't get it done. That's Daru towards the net, and Rebel has to get above the bar to take it away. Another opportunity come and gone. RBG missing out on chances to get it in frame. If they do, it's a fairly easy shot to take care of. 1-0 lead for RBG, though, as we play with 2 minutes gone.
And this is a nice surprise to see these teams squaring off really closely with one another. And even though it's RBG sitting in the lead, I gotta say the bulk of the decent chances and control in this game has gone to Gravity a lot of the time, and they've done a really good job of keeping their rotations clean, but it's got to be one step farther than that. They need to find themselves a goal here, because we talked about how much pressure Single Elim can put on you, and they're already in a pretty big hole if they can't find one. And as if on cue, they find some disarray on the goal line, and Hungry makes no mistake on the low shot.
And defensively, they were set up for the shot from Imminent. Imminent doesn't make contact. It sends Lemon Puppy through a little bit of a whirlwind. Goes to the top of the box, third man high, takes the shot and puts it home. 2:36 to go. We're coming up to halftime, so no closer to choosing a winner in game 1, as this will go into the RBG end. Rounded towards the back wall. Lemon Puppy defensively will take care of it. Rebel goes up. Off the intersection, straight down. Daru works it into the middle. Blaze tries to get there. Off the ceiling, it eventually comes down. Imminent towards the net. It's going to go off the post. It's on the goal line, and Lemon Puppy again, responsible enough and not panicky enough to not let that one go in. Good work from RBG's defense to keep that one out. It remains tied.
Oh, I thought a goal was imminent there from that shot from this player of the same name. So close to finding its way into the net. It was about a third of the goal line, and Daru just undresses the defense on that one and give them back the lead.
Great hesitation here. Keeps it on the card, draws up Rebel. Imminent's not in a place where he'd be able to give any kind of help angle-wise when the first player went up into the air. That creates a major problem that RBG solves for them and creates a 2-1 lead now, as Gravity now finds themselves in a familiar spot.
And you know what? That's a bit of BM on the tail end, adding that demo. Just some, I guess, injury to insult to injury at the very end of that. And honestly, this is a very exciting opening game between these two teams. I'm really curious to see how this one unfolds down the stretch.
Infield pass. Imminent's going to keep it in. He might look for another piece of contact here. Miss on the opportunity. It's Lemon Puppy. Has the control. Takes him, taken away by Rebel. Back to Blaze, and Rebel gets the second touch as well. The good challenge in the offensive end. Imminent there. It bounces off the ceiling. Lemon Puppy with the defensive touch. He's been all over the place defensively in that back end, trying to keep their frame clear, and has done a fairly good job of it so far. Right wing side. Pass into the middle. Rebel realizes he's beat to it, decides to turn away. Off the corner wall. Daru puts it in the middle for Lemon Puppy. Lemon Puppy off the wheels, puts it right at Imminent. Hungry, back to Imminent. Imminent gets it up above 1, needs a little bit of help. Rebels up, as is Hungry. Hungry puts it on frame, but the dunk casts it aside. This will be an opportunity for RBG the other way. Blaze into the middle. Lemon Puppy, that's going to go hard off the back wall, and it'll be put towards the right wing side. Nothing doing offensively for RBG at the moment. Until there, Lemon Puppy above 2 puts it home to give them a 2-goal lead.
Oh, that's an instant caster's curse on you there, Curtis. The moment you were saying nothing doing, Lemon Puppy finds a perfect shot on net, and that was just a game of persistence. It wasn't really an outstanding next level mechanical play. It was literally just making consistent touches until it broke down that gravity defense, and that's a very important insurance goal here for RBG, who are looking to lock in game number 1.
The better read as well from Lemon Puppy to be able to get up above the 2 defenders, just to faster to the thought process as he needs to be to put that one on frame. Eminent gonna put this in the middle, needs a play from Rebel, needs one from Hungry as well, trying to get it back to a 1-goal deficit. This is a problem that Gravity's gonna have to solve as far as getting the ball into the net on these golden opportunities that they're being handed essentially. And this will be in the middle for Eminent, who scores at the 0-second mark. I don't think there's enough time for a kickoff. I think that 0 second is a true 0 second, and it's a 3-2 win for RBG.
Well, the best they can get out of that goal is a little bit of momentum into the next game. It's not enough to save them in this one, but man, that was a very competitive, very close game between these two teams who have yet to drop a game so far, but that has all changed. So RBG remains undefeated, and that's Gravity dropping their first game of this tournament.
Yeah, Axel, this was a very competitive game 1, no doubt about it. And it makes me wonder which way this is going to go with games 2 through potentially 5.
Yep, and Blaze might have to stop his dog from barking.
Oh, okay. That happens.
Give him a treat, maybe. That reminds me, everyone watching the stream, tell your family to tune in. Get your dog, First of all, pet your dog.
Yep,
please.
Pet him for me too.
For those of us who don't have pets, go pet your dog and invite him to play. We're having a good time here. Yeah, this is a very competitive match. I enjoyed it, and you'll see. I like looking at the shots a lot. I know I always bring it up, but Gravity a little bit better on the shot differential, like much better, but still not able to find victory. So really good defense from RBG and just good, solid, all-around gameplay. And I wanted to mention something from the last game. Kronovi, man, his defense was. I don't know if you guys agree or not, but it felt like Kronovi was just super solid defensively. At least that team dynamic that we saw with the 2 guys he was playing with, maybe playing a little bit more back. Maybe it's a sign of a mature player, really just with some stellar defense.
Oh, that's fair. He was letting the game come to him. I feel like in a lot of those particular scenarios, he was letting falls and he was letting Brisky kind of handle things in front of him for the most part. And he jumped in when he needed to, but he wasn't the overarching force on that team. So as we get later into the tournament, we'll see if that holds true. But as we get back into this particular series in a competitive environment, I think when you look at what Gravity has done, Thunder, you have a team that really needs to start taking advantage of the opportunities that they're given, because RBG's been handing them out Oprah style on this particular roster.
They have, and that's why the game, I think, felt so competitive. So you know what? Heading into game number 2, this might look a little bit different depending on whether RBG offer up the kind of chances that they did in game number 1. It may very well be that they shore up their midfield line to the point where the scoring chances are even more few and far between, and it could see them taking game 2 by a considerable margin. So the alternative to that, Gravity's got to push even harder and start generating their own chances rather than just being given them.
Oh, that's going to be a great angle and a save coming out. It was a double commit, though, so watch that. Hungry trying to put this one towards the net himself, and up goes Daru to take it aside. Imminent towards the middle, doesn't quite get the speed on the infield pass that he wants. Tries to take this one in front of his own net, nearly pays the ultimate price for it, but takes it away instead, and he'll live to tell about that particular mistake. That was a cardinal sin, playing in front of your own net like he just did, and Gravity nearly paid for it.
And now back in front of their own net. Gravity are on the other end. Having one of their players demoed those, it's really throwing off the rotations, and they've yet to look fully comfortable. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, that defender didn't look very comfortable either. That's a really unexpected goal here to give Gravity the lead.
It was imminent. Looks very innocent, but it looks like it got more height than Daru was thinking about, and it thought he could get to it in time. A little more pace, a little more arc than he thought it had, and it makes a 1-0 lead for Gravity, their first lead of the series.
And this is exactly the start that they wanted. Even though it came on a pretty oddball goal, it still counts for the same on the scoreboard, and it's something that they can build off in terms of confidence. That's really important here when you're considered the underdog in a game, to find some of that, and it could be crucial for some success here for game number 2.
Hard off the back, this will be an opportunity for Gravity to make it a 2-goal lead if they can. Up is going to be Rebel. Eventually it'll get passed to him, but a little bit of help gets it back to midfield. Still an opportunity. Bounce shot is going to be nearly home. Blaze has to make a great save, and this will be Lemon Puppy who takes control and possession for the moment, but not for long. Gravity has been all over RBG to this point in game number 2. The ball has not seen the blue side of the pitch in quite some time until here, where Lemon Puppy's going to make an opportunity out of something here. That'll be a pass in the middle, but imminent. Takes it away again, and Gravity back from whence it came as they'll get it back to midfield.
And resources really short here for RBG when they finally get into the attacking zone, so they can't keep the pressure up for very long. When that lead player who's positioned ahead waiting for a pass has 0 boost, it just limits their options for their positioning on the ball, and it's kind of a half chance that comes through at the end of the day.
43 to go. Lemon Puppy above his own bar. Rebel takes it away. That's going to be a chance in front. The dunk was nearly perfect. Rebel just above the bar as well. That opportunity goes by the wayside once more, and we're coming up to halftime. Gravity again, trying to keep it in the offensive end. The doink will be perfect right at Rebel, but it looks like Daru reads it nicely. Hungry, imminent, bounce shot towards the net, save coming out. And it'll be put towards the sidewall and around the perimeter as it'll ride the ceiling. Hungry again in the offensive end, and eventually RBG will be able to flick it free and get it in the offensive corner for at least a couple of seconds or so. Imminent. Sidewall. Taken away at midfield by Daru. Rebel. Off the corner. Blaze follows over the midfield line. Hungry, now Daru. Lemon Puppy into the middle, looking for some help on the back end. Keeping it in is going to be Blaze, but Rebel takes it away again. And with a minute 33 to go, Daru finally ties the game with an absolute seed in the top corner.
Oh, Daru slams this one. Came off the ceiling with a full head of steam. And you know what? That shot placement may actually have been just pixels off. I think that was going post and out had that player from Gravity not dived across to try to make the save, but genuinely, I cannot blame them for making the effort on that one because it was a very difficult one to read as it got close to the goal mouth.
Be a chance for Blaze right in front, giving them the lead. 2-1 answered for RBG, gives it a 2-1 advantage with 1:22 to go.
And in the blink of an eye, no less, that did not take long at all for RBG to grab a lead back in this one, and that's a big demoralizer for Gravity, who were controlling this game for a long stretch of time. Now all of a sudden they're in a familiar situation to last game where they need to force the issue and find themselves a goal here with just about a minute to do it.
It'll be a nice pinch play off the back wall. Gravity in a spot where they need to get themselves a goal. They've had chances. Need to make them stick. Lemon Puppy is up, as is Rebel. Drops down on Imminent. Imminent with the control. Good fake indeed, but it gets cast aside defensively. Responsible is going to be Daru. He'll have it up his own back wall. Drops it down. Lemon Puppy's up. Gravity trying to keep control of it. Blaze just waits for it to come down on top of him, and he's got it fine. RBG making something happen. This will be an opportunity. It's off the ceiling. 42 seconds to go. Does Gravity have a hero to tie this game up at this stage of game number 2? That's the question we got to ask ourselves. Do we have an answer here? It'll be Imminent towards the midfield, put aside by Daru. Rebel up the sidewall. Chance in front for RBG, and they score. And that may ice it for Blaze and company. It's 3-1.
This is clutch. That's just what it is here from RBG. They have elevated their game every time it's been demanded of them, even though they've been tested consistently by Gravity. They needed an insurance goal there to alleviate the pressure and try to eliminate the threat of Gravity stealing the game away by tying it, and they did exactly that, and exactly when they needed to. This is a sign of experience on the RBG roster that I don't think Gravity has to the same degree.
See if Gravity can get something going here in the last few seconds, at least get something before the next kickoff, or before, if they have time. But RBG just controlling the pace, controlling the play, able to get to the final seconds, and they're going to walk away with a Game 2 win to come back and tie this series up. And it's been competitive all the way up to now, and I don't see that changing based on what we've seen so far.
Axel, what do you, I mean, I heard you audibly. I could hear you in the background when that dribble opportunity came through for Gravity and they had a chance to tie the game. You couldn't contain yourself. That excitement at the end of the game was insane.
Here's the thing, man. I've been an advocate of faking for such a long time. I'm always the guy who said, look, I didn't miss the ball. I'm faking. And no one ever believed me. No one ever listened. So I for one welcome our faking overlords in the next meta of Rocket League. So whenever I see a fake, because I think they're going to happen more often. I mean, we saw a fake kickoff, for God's sake, in the regional last week. So I'm just a big fan of the art of the fake. And I might write a book one day, not the art of the deal, but the art of the fake in Rocket League.
Let's take you back. I think it was season 3, Farah.
Yes, man. Yes.
Oh man, that still sits in my mind ever since. The Spanish.
It's a great call out. Exactly.
Yep. Exactly. 5 minutes on the clock. Ready for game number 3. It's a 1-1 series tie. As we get going here again, it'll be Daru putting it up into the air, and I think we have. Is that a Rule 1 going on the sidewall there? It looks like it is.
A Rule 1.5 or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Call it what you want.
Since we've got a little bit of time, I just wanted to do a callback. Actually, I love the perspective on faking because I think the meta of Rocket League has evolved to the point where the players have such an advanced read on the game that they play based on what's going to happen 1.5, 2 seconds ahead of what they're doing. So fakes have the potential to throw off all of that if you use them correctly. So I'm totally on board with you with that one. And the one that sticks out to me in my mind is Garrett G faking 2 players at once from Flipside, I think it was, in one of the earlier RLCSs. That's like the top RLCS fake for me. I love watching that one back.
A couple of really, really solid ones. Still a scoreless game, a minute in. Oh, that's going to be a great dunk. It's off the post, and it gets aside. It goes across goal mouth, but stays out somehow. Gravity can't buy one in that particular spot, and it might be returned on the other side, but Rebel can't finish it. And it'll be back to midfield it goes. Gravity trying to get possession and control, and Hungry's going to try to make it happen, but can't do it against Daru.
And we've actually got not only the gentleman's agreement going on between Blaze and Imminent, but they're literally bantering with one another in the chat as they're locked against each other.
Oh no!
Oh my goodness. And meanwhile, the game is going on here. RBG, they're not going to score. I can't keep up with, there's too much going on here at once. This is insanity.
Yeah, I mean, you and I are pretty familiar with the 2v2 mindset, and this is exactly what this has turned into with 2 players out of commission at the moment. This will be into the RBG offensive end. Hungry's there, going to try to wrap it around. Nobody there on the other side. It's going to go above the 2-man group in the corner, and Hungry will try to meet them at midfield. The flick, pretty good one. A little bit inaccurate. Rebel's going to take care of it.
Are they still locked up? Oh my gosh.
They're in the corner, still locked up. I mean, this is about as cooperative of Rule 1 as you're going to see in a competitive environment. That's going to be off the post as well. And Axel, I mean, we've never seen this, I don't think, in quite as competitive a scenario before, with this kind of money on the line trying to secure a spot in the advancement of the bracket.
That's a good point. I wonder what the record is. And honestly, they both said it. They're both at 0 points, I think, which is actually hilarious. I don't know if we've ever had a competitive game in Rocket League where 2 players went the whole game at 0.
That's not easy.
It's CRL, actually.
CRL has done that?
Oh, very long. Yeah, they had a long one, and finally it gets broken. But yeah, the longest competitive example I can think of a Rule 1 that happened recently was actually the CRL one. I can't remember the teams, but they locked for the better part of a game. And Imminent and Blaze, they tried to get it going for the whole game, but it finally got broken up.
Yeah, Rebel, speaking of long ones, gets one from the parking lot to give the Gravity guys a 1-0 lead. That's a, take what you want from that. Rule 1, 1.5, whatever the case is, that's a huge goal for Gravity to get as they try to take the momentum back in this series, as Imminent's going to try to take possession. Rebel towards the sidewall. He'll wait, gets a little help from Hungry. It's going to wrap around the corner. Imminent will try to meet it off that ramp. Back towards midfield. Into that corner again. Rebel met by Lemon Puppy in that corner. I haven't seen a lot from Lemon Puppy. I haven't called his name out a whole bunch in this particular game 2, or well, in game 2 or 3, to be completely honest. And RBG won that game 2. This will be a chance for Daru, putting it towards the net, but it's a little wide of the intended target. Minute 25 to go. Rebel gets the better of that exchange. Still RBG continues to keep the momentum and the possession. Pass in the middle. Blaze is there on the back end. Not going to work. And it'll be sent aside. Rebel again from his own end. Is he going to be able to angle this? He will not, as Lemon Puppy gets there just in the nick of time and keeps it at a 1-goal deficit.
The placement needed to be on there with shot number 1. For Rebel, with the recovery speed that these teams have, you really have only got one shot at a big counterattack like that off of an overcommit. And because the shot was off target, it fell by the wayside, and they lost their chance to get insurance in this really tight game number 3.
This will be up towards the ceiling. Opportunities abound. Pop down. Imminent defensively touches it towards the sidewall, has some help from Hungry. That's going to end up being a pretty stylish fake. That's going to be an angled shot towards the corner, and it finds its way home on the rebound. Imminent makes it a 2-goal lead to give them a 31-second wait for the end of the game.
That's a pretty fantastic save there from Daru, but not enough. It was tough to get it guided away from the net without it bouncing off of the post, so it kicked back out into the goal mouth, and that follow-up opportunity was always going to send that one home. So that's the insurance that Gravity wanted. They got it a little bit later than they would have liked, but hey, it's going to do wonders for them trying to secure this game because they're out of extra lives. They have to reverse sweep RBG, who took the first 2 games.
It's going to be hard off the back. RBG trying to get themselves a goal back, and they're going to have a chance to do so as Daru puts that one home, gives them a little bit of time with 12 seconds left.
What is it about this RBG team and the clutch factor of finding goals when they need them? This is as close as they've ever let things come in this series to mount themselves a comeback, but again, they're doing it here. And let's see what transpires in the last 10 seconds because RBG are going to do everything in their power here.
Daru into the corner. Lemon Puppy trying to be a hero, and a save from Rebel, getting it out of the way. RBG still there. Blaze towards the net. Save from Rebel. Rebel defensively standing on his head, and that's going to vault Gravity to a Game 3 win, and they have RBG on match point.
Oh, baby, this is exactly what we wanted and expected out of this series. And Gravity, they are really pushing back here, and they're doing more than just capitalizing on the odd mistake here and there. They, for the most part, they owned that game, and they earned the win for themselves.
Yeah, and the guy at the top of the scoreboard there, Rebel, possibly putting his team on his back a little bit, but you know that RBG is perfectly capable. So I wonder how this one will go with RBG just one win away from getting to the next round. But Gravity, it seems like they're holding on for dear life a little bit.
Yeah, I sense that that Gravity is in a spot now where they may be unfamiliar, having a pretty good opponent in front of them. They have a first shot on net already. They may be in a spot that's unfamiliar because RBG, I think, knows how to play in this type of situation where their back's against the wall. And so really the pressure's on Gravity to basically prove that they have what the first 2 victories in this series say they have in this game number 4. It's going to be fun to see. With 30 seconds gone, we've seen pressure and possession from Gravity in the offensive end. Into that corner. Up is Hungry. Hungry has the dunk, but it's wide. Rebel will wait. Keeps it in. Ends up with a fake around the wheel well. That's going to be a corner bounce. Imminent up for it. Trying for a little bit of help. Contact is played, but Rebel keeps it in, and more possession and control from Gravity as they continue to make things difficult. Hungry will score off of Daru into a 1-0 lead.
That is a big-time misplay here and a breakdown in communication on the RBG defense. Both players kind of hesitating to jump on that ball, not knowing who should go for it. I think a lack of resources contributed to the confusion, and it gave Gravity all the space that they needed to make a pretty bread-and-butter play off the back wall and open up the scoring.
Round 4 upset alert is what you can call this in this bracket. Hungry trying to get a second one, keeps the fake alive, but it'll be put aside by Blaze. Up and around the intersection, 2 in front of the orange net, and Rebel makes them pay with 3:48 to go. It's a 2-0 lead now.
And this came off the back of a bump. You saw it as the play transpired. You won't see it on the replay here, but the third player on Gravity got a big-time piece of a player who was waiting as the last defender back, and that's why the net was so obviously open and easy to score on for Gravity.
Eminent gonna try to make it 3. Contact red there. This game not over by any stretch of the imagination. Only a minute 20 gone, so RBG still very much alive in this scenario. Daru tries to keep it. Hungry takes it away for the moment. Daru again forcing the issue in that corner. They fight for it around that boost orb in the corner. Lemon Puppy. Now Blaze. Blaze has the angle and he scores, getting them back to a 1-goal deficit with 3:21 left.
Really clean play here from Lemon Puppy and company, and Blaze. Such speed to get up to that shot and get that angle. The power placement, you name it, it was all there from Blaze, reading a pretty fast pinch coming out of the corner. And that is a little leg up in mechanical skill that RBG have used so far to give themselves the edge, and they leverage it once again there.
Oh, what a shot. That's going to be nearly in. Hungry has to make a great save to get in front of that. Couple of pieces of contact, teammate on teammate. Rebel and Imminent got into each other there. Imminent into the corner. Blaze will meet it. Get it back to midfield. Hungry waiting patiently. Takes control. Has some help in the middle. Looking for Imminent on the back end, but it's sent way deep. That's going to be towards the Gravity net. Rebel will meet it. Imminent will get contact into his own corner, and Rebel will be there as well, playing it off the ceiling. In the offensive end. Taken away. Hungry. Shot towards the net. Lemon Puppy comes across with help from Blaze to put that one aside. 2-1 lead. Still 2:29 to go. It's going to be hard off the back. Opportunities come abound, and Lemon Puppy can't finish it. Still just a 1-goal deficit with 2:18 to go. Halftime come and gone, Thunder, as we get to the brass tacks of a Game 4 elimination game.
We are fully in clutch factor territory here for RBG. They have to do what they've done previously. Oh my goodness, what a chance, and the follow-up is there. And they're going to need that much more clutch playmaking to go on in the tail end of this game, because Gravity just got their insurance goal.
And after all the opportunities that RBG had, that's an absolute sucker punch from Gravity, able to take advantage on one opportunity in the back end, or in the front end, to be able to make it a 2-goal deficit. And RBG's right back to where they started, a 2-goal deficit, with now less time to do it.
And genuinely, I love that they're being put under this much pressure, because they perform when they are. And it's a team that shows a lot of experience in situations like these. And when you put a team, their backs against the wall, it can produce some pretty magical stuff. So I'm hoping for more of that as we head into what could be heading towards a decider here if Gravity can take this game.
Hungry with a real good midfield read, takes it in the offensive end to waste more time. Blaze tries to bring that down on top of Rebel. Rebel's going to win that battle. Lemon Puppy puts this one deep. Daru will wait. Hard off the corner. Chance in front. That's going to be Lemon Puppy and Blaze going after it. Neither one can put it home, and now it's an offensive chance the other way as Daru gets up to take it aside. Blaze going to try to drop it down. Misses the opportunity. In front. Hungry off the post. Can't put this game away just yet. 67 seconds to go. We're down to the last minute or so of Game 4 and possibly RBG's tournament. Lemon Puppy into the mid. Hungry will wait. Imminent. Off the sidewall. Pounded aside once more. Daru. Lemon Puppy. Blaze can't get it done. Hungry will miss contact. Rebel's going to try to waste more time and gets it up above the head of Lemon Puppy with 41 seconds to go in a 3-1 lead.
And this is so close here down the stretch. With a 3-1 lead, they're barely hanging on to a little bit of breathing room. But if they find a goal to RBG in the next 10 seconds or so, it's going to be far more threatening here. They're looking to do that, sending one into the middle of the zone, and they're getting close. But my goodness, Gravity are really standing up on that midfield line and on defense to keep the scoring chances from coming too often.
Kept the momentum firmly in their favor, with the exception of maybe game 2. This will be Blaze. Blaze got to get this one deep. It's not going to work, though, and this will be sent side to side, wall to wall. Up the ramp it goes. They're going to run out of time here, and RBG gets knocked out of the tournament by Gravity in round 4. Your upset is complete.
Wait, I don't know. Hold
what
on.
a
I think, aren't we tied 2-2 now?
No,
we're
that's
game
a
5.
3-1. Was it game 5? Seriously?
I think we're yeah. RBG
That was
took game
game
1 too.
That was game 4. We are now tied 2-2.
Oh, you're right.
Curtis, it's okay. It's okay.
I thought I had it.
It's
Okay.
hey, we're going to an ace match. We're going to a game 5, baby, and I'm certainly surprised. I think you're speaking towards how dominant RBG was to start off the series, and they were. But look at this, Gravity coming back, and we're tied 2-2, game 5.
Yeah, for some reason, I thought they only had 1 win, so that's completely my bad. Okay, well then, okay, their tournament not
You're
over
good.
yet. Now we have a clutch situation on our hands, where you were speaking to it earlier, Thunder, where RBG performs in these situations, and now they get to put that to the test against a Gravity team that has definitely been game this entire series.
Gravity's played better, I think, without exception, every single game this series. It's really been impressive to me how they've elevated their game to match RBG as the series has gone along. If the pattern continues, Gravity are going to take this series. So RBG have got to find another gear to take this one in the deciding game.
So have you noticed anybody that needs to step up for RBG, or conversely needs to continue what they're doing for Gravity to try to seal this one away?
It's Lemon Puppy on the side of RBG. I just need to see a little bit more engagement from them on the offensive side. They've been standing up on defense when they need to, but it needs to be a 3-pronged attack here from RBG, getting everybody engaged, because Blaze and Daru have been doing a fantastic job of being initiators on the offense. And let's get Lemon Puppy engaged here, because that's going to be the key to success for RBG.
Axel, what about you for Gravity?
This is awesome. Gosh, RBG was #1 seed coming in, but Gravity's putting up a huge fight. Hungry really stepped up big in the last game. So I think if Hungry does what he did, then we're in upset alert territory. But RBG, they're too good to be knocked out in round 3 of the Ting Open. Sorry. So I would still probably favor RBG.
Let's see what they can do. This will be in front of the Gravity net. Imminent's going to take that one away. Hungry in the area as well. Sent towards the middle of the field. Daru gets contact, but it's right at Imminent. Imminent fighting for it, as is Rebel. Around that boost orb again. Hungry leaves the back line. He will try to get contact. Changes places with Imminent. Eventually the clear goes side to side, wall to wall. It'll drop in Imminent's wheelhouse, and he'll get it into the offensive end for the first time this game. Hungry gets ricocheted off the sidewall. Rebel keeping it in. Lemon Puppy has contact in that corner. Minute 20 into action, right wing side. That's going to be off the sidewall once more. Starting to make some end roads. Lemon Puppy gets the defensive touch, but it's not great. He probably wants that one back, to be fair. They live to tell about it, however, and it'll be a chance for Gravity to regroup at midfield and try their attack one more time.
I love the chess match here between these teams who acknowledge how much is on the line. In single land, that is a big problem, though, as Imminent circling like a shark near the top of the box, just waiting for the weak save to come out. And it did here from Blaze. Daru was inches away from getting an extra touch on that, but Imminent capitalizes to take the lead for Gravity, and they are now poised. As we said, upset alert it's DEFCON 1 at this point. It is so close here for Gravity to take down who are undoubtedly the favorites in this match.
Well, they have enough goals to win at this point. See if they can continue that momentum. Lemon Puppy's going to get it up above 1. Going to try an individual effort here. The dribble play is good, and he scores, getting it up above Imminent on the last flick, make it a 1-1 game.
Well, I'll give you the internal monologue. Lemon Puppy thinking, I've got nothing in the tank here, but they don't have to know that. I can just continue business as usual and make the flick when I need to. And economy of boost there, just masterful. Lemon Puppy, as you know, being demanded to get engaged a little bit more, and they do exactly that with a nice individual effort.
So it'll be an opportunity in the RBG end for Gravity to get that goal right back potentially. The individual effort coming out good for RBG. They have had issues getting the team efforts to go, but a couple of times they've had the individual efforts find the back of the net in this series. This will be Blaze. Met there by Eminent. Eminent defensively touches this right wing side. Hungry trying for a doink to get it away from Lemon Puppy, but Lemon wins the race. Drops it down. Hungry puts it back to midfield. Has some help in the reserves there. This will be ricocheted off the wall. A little bit of Plinko ball as Blaze will handle that one fairly well. Left wing side, bounce towards the net, and that's saved by Daru as you'll knock that one aside. We're down to our last 2 minutes in this game 5. One of these teams moves on, the other one goes home. I mean, they're probably already home, but that's fine. This will be off the back wall. Minute 50 left, and these teams really, I mean, we're trying to find any advantage we can, Axel, as we get down to the last bit of time. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, throw everything else out the window. You know, you're tied with 90 seconds left in your tournament life. This is why we play tournaments, baby. This is as intense as it gets. This is why we love it.
Oh, good save from Eminent. Eminent gets second contact. Gets dropped down. Daru puts this one right at Rebel. Not enough pace on that to nearly be a threat. Off the right wheel well. As Lemon Puppy towards his own corner. Hungry. That's angled. It's accurate. It's a save by Daru. Getting up above the bar to make sure it doesn't go in. Still a chance. In front. Gravity really threatening here. Hungry's going to go off the back wall with this. With some help. We're down to our last 60 seconds. Rebel trying to be a hero for the Gravity side, as is Lemon Puppy for RBG. Eminent up above the midfield line. Chance for Hungry. Hungry goes off the sidewall here. 45 ticks to go in a 1-1 game. Things getting tighter as these seconds continue to tick down. Game 5 coming down to brass tacks as they get into the offensive corner does RBG. Lemon Puppy off the back, off the ramp. It'll drop down, and Gravity has control for a moment. Daru towards the net, and a save by Rebel as he keeps it away. 25 ticks to go in a 1-1 contest. It'll be a chance off the sidewall, the corner wall for Imminent. Hungry with the control. Has pressure coming from the backside. He doesn't see it, but he gets it taken away from in front of him. Off the side again. 14 seconds left. Both these teams trying to find a last-second effort. This will be a chance.
Oh!
10 seconds gives RBG enough to win.
MVP Daru. This whole series long, I have been internally calling him out as the clutch performer, the best performer on RBG's squad. And I don't need to state my case. At this point, they just made it for me. Let's see what happens in the last 5 seconds.
4 seconds left. Gravity's trying to get one back. Rebel now Hungry.
Oh!
It's gonna hit the ground. What a game 5. What a masterpiece of a 5-game series from both of these rosters. RBG absolutely survived a Gravity onslaught, and Gravity goes home, but they were game the entire time.
Awesome stuff. What a result. What a series. RBG going up 2-0. Gravity fighting back, but RBG holding on, and they're going to advance to the next round of the bracket. That's also what we're going to do. Curtis and Thunder, thanks for hanging out. I think we might be swapping if other casters are here. If not, I'm sure you guys will manage and help me out if you need to. I'm sure you guys are having a good time. Okay, so we're going to go to a break, and when we come back, it's going to be Crimson Wings against Zero Issue. You're watching the Ting Open. Thanks for hanging out. We're going to throw it to Jesse again with a very interesting giveaway announcement. You guys should definitely take advantage of this.
We're actually going to be giving the first 15 people who try Ting Mobile, so who sign up using calculated.ting.com, a Ting swag pack. So these people, once you sign up, make sure you message me directly, Ting Jesse on Discord. You know, if you can't find me in the sidebar, I'm sure just send a message and somebody will help you out. But it should be, you know, easy to find me and just the user bar there on Discord. Send me a message, let me know the email that you signed up with, and then I will hook you up with a Ting swag pack, which includes a Ting t-shirt like this one. This is an esports specific shirt, as well as Bluetooth earbuds, a pop socket that goes in the back of your phone, and a phone wallet that also can go on the back of your phone.